Hello class, so today we're going to be reading A Piece of Home by Jerry Watts and illustrated by Haiwan Young. So before we read, I want to go over a few vocab words that you guys might not know. So the first word that we will be going over is erect. And erect just means to sit up straight or upright. The second word we'll be going over is coaxed. And coaxed means to gently persuade something or someone to do something. The third word is rapid. And rapid just means to do something very fast or in a quick manner of time. The next word is gleam. And gleam means to shine very brightly. And then the last vocab word we're going to look at is flawless. And flawless means it is without any imperfection, so it's perfect. And also, there's a word in this book you're going to be seeing a lot. It's mughugwa, and I just want you guys to know that it means a flower in Korea. Okay. So before we read, I want you guys to take a look at the illustration on the front and try and predict what the story might be about. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to think about that, and then talk about it with your shoulder partner. Okay, would anyone like to share? Karen.
I think it might be about a boy who gives his grandma some flowers.
Good prediction. Let's read and find out. In Korea, my grandmother was a wise and wonderful teacher. When students bowed, she held her shoulders erect, but her eyes sparkled. Even at home, my grandmother could find the extraordinary held within the ordinary, like how she coaxed her mughugwa shrubs to blossom into tanchum flowers, revealing their bright red centers. In Korea, I was ordinary, a regular boy playing and laughing and bossing my little sister, Sae-Ray. I was not extraordinary, not different. I was just me, like so many others. In Korea, my father, who always did the right thing, who always did what was expected, surprised us all. He accepted a position at a law school in West Virginia. Who would expect West Virginia? He laughed, and so did my mother. I did not. So if you look at the picture here, we can see that Hyun is very sad. Talk with your shoulder partner about why he might be sad and why he didn't laugh like his parents did. Would anyone like to share why he might be sad? Yes.
Because he's moving to a different country, like out and you notice.
Yes, so he's moving, and that can be really scary for young children. In swift movements and rapid time, I found my world packed into 3 boxes and 1 suitcase. Crated, nailed, and mailed to a house I'd never seen. Raise your hand if you've ever had to move away from home. Okay. If it was really scary and you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. If it was and you were a little nervous but also excited, give me a thumbs in the middle. And then if you loved it, give me a thumbs up. Okay, I saw a lot of thumbs in the middle, so it can be scary but exciting. In West Virginia, my grandmother stays at home, and she does not hold her shoulders erect, and her eyes don't gleam, not at all. In West Virginia, I am not ordinary. I am different. My eyes are not big and round like everyone else's, and my hair does not tumble in thick curls or make a golden halo around my head. My new classmates smile and talk, but it is sharp noise. Their names sit like stones on my tongue. Steve, Tom. there are mountains, like in Korea, but the sky seems smaller and darker. I miss the lights of our city. The dark here is so black, at night I touch my eyes to make sure they are open. But when the pale moon is full and round, it looks like my face, and a little like the face of the woman who is now my teacher. My teacher is nice. She tries to help. She speaks slowly, as if I am stupid, lips snapping over sounds my mouth will not make. Can you say book? Book. I try to say I don't want to be here. She nods a lot and smiles, but she knows that I do not understand. And I know she does not understand. So talk with your shoulder partner about how you would feel if you were Hyun and could not understand your teacher. Would anyone like to share? How would you feel if you were Hyun? Yes.
Frustrated.
Yeah,
Sad.
me too. I definitely feel frustrated. Say-Ray also does not understand. Recess is over! And then you can tell in the picture that she's mad about recesses being over and her teacher has to drag her away. She bites and kicks and even spits on her teacher. My grandmother cries and tries to tell the teacher she is sorry. Then my father talks to the school in his flawless English. It is decided that my grandmother will go to school with my sister to give her a bit of ordinary. She is having a hard time adjusting. But I have no help. I wish I were little enough or brave enough to bite and kick and spit. Days become weeks and weeks become months. I learn bathroom and please. I'm surprised I can form words that make their meaning clear, though they still feel like stones heavy in my mouth. They work though. Play with me, like in Korea. Pass it back, like in Korea. Let's throw it at the girls. Okay. Grandmother is learning too, along with Say-Ray. At dinner, she tells us about the other children in Say-Ray's class and about their young teacher, newly engaged, who helps my grandmother with English at nap time. And my grandmother, with halting words, gives her advice. One day, Steve says, "Hyun, come over." My first visit to a friend. In his yard, I discover a red-centered blossom. Maghaghawa, I say. Rose of Sharon, Steve says. It's Maghaghawa in Korea, I say. It's Rose of Sharon here, Steve says. When I leave, Steve's mother gives me Maghaghawa blossoms and a tender shoot to take home. A piece of heaven, grandmother says. A piece of home. Here it is called Rose of Sharon. A piece of home. So I want you guys to think and talk with your shoulder partner for a minute. If you can think of an object that would make you think of home if it were given to you. Would anyone like to share what object makes them think of home? Would anyone like to share? Yes.
I said a seashell because I live on the coast.
Oh yeah, that's good. My grandmother plants the shoot, and at the end of the summer, she takes one of the Maghaghawa blossoms and sews it onto the wedding dress of her teacher friend, like our family does in Korea. And I can say, "Steve, come over," light like a bubble on my tongue. And that is ordinary in our new home. Okay, so we can see throughout the book that at first, Gi-hun has a hard time with change and he's sad and scared, but by the end, the change ends up being good. So I want to encourage you guys to remember that although change can be scary sometimes and hard sometimes, that in the end, change is often beautiful.